Mzembi finally attended his finally had his day in court today, seeking, by the way, to set aside the warrant of arrest, about 3 of them. And guess what? He was surprised. I have said it before. I think people should listen to this channel and the analysis of this channel. I predicted exactly that when I heard that there is a deal that Walter Mzembi apparently had made with Emerson Mnangagwa. As such, he was just going to appear in court and then released like that, boom, on Mnangagwa. I think I was at pains. I saw others through comment sections opposing what I had actually submitted. But anyway, I mean, only time heals. I'm not laughing at Walter Mzembi. It's not good to see someone being punished, even no matter he has been part of the system before, but to witness someone having to sleep in prison, someone who is not even a threat to the state, someone who is harmless. Walter Mzembi is a harmless guy. He can do absolutely nothing to Emerson Mnangagwa. But Mnangagwa is paying for revenge. If there is anything he is looking forward to do, is to revenge on all former G40 members. I think I've made it quite clear. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel. That is the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. If they say I'm still gaining strength. So, according to the news that I've received on my desk, is that Walter Mzembi, remember, yesterday his court was actually postponed today. Typically, the behavior of ZANU-PF, what ZANU-PF does on opposition political party members. We know what Walter Mzembi has done to Emerson Mnangagwa, exposing him, that at one point he attempted to kill him. And they survived with a whisker, exposing a lot of information that Mnangagwa definitely did not become comfortable with that information being on the public domain. And what individuals like Professor Jonathan Moyo, as well as also Xavier Kasukwere, have actually done on Emerson Mnangagwa. That man, I've said it, that man is not a forgiving man. That man's heart does not have Christ. That man's heart was actually, what can I say? It was baptized in the demonic world, and he doesn't know anything to do with forgiveness. If you want to see that Mnangagwa is a very, very evil person. A typical example is the story of Job Sikala. Job Sikala did not commit any crime. At the end of the day, while they were keeping him to prison, the court found him not guilty. You're getting the sense? And guess what? Even if he may attempt to actually seek legal recourse to get compensated of the time he spent in prison, there is not going to be any compensation. And the crime of Job Sikala, he was suspecting that Job Sikala was working with retired General Chiwenga. That was the crime of Job Sikala. Now, looking at individuals like Walter Mzembi. Walter Mzembi was the campaign manager of Xavier Kasukwere. And in the mind of Mnangagwa, he believed that Xavier Kasukwere was working with Chiwenga to dislodge him from power. That is why he used the judiciary system to make it a point that the dream of Xavier Kasukwere contesting elections does not see the light of the day, because in his mind, he thought this was a well-orchestrated plan to actually dislodge Emerson Mnangagwa from power. So he is a man who is not a forgiving unforgiving man. He is a man who is highly scheming. So let's go to the case of Walter Mzembi. I think I needed to emphasize this. Someone has to speak it at the end of the day. Now, Walter Mzembi, according to this judge, Mroiwa, some of the names you can see that these people, and what they are doing to the justice system of Zimbabwe. In fact, it's an embarrassment to even call it a justice system. In fact, the judiciary, maybe that is a bit in lack of a better word, because there is absolutely no justice in Zimbabwe. So they are saying Walter Mzembi is going to be attending his cases from prison. He has been denied bail. They are saying he defaulted his bail conditions previously when he went to seek for medical attention. It came out also in courts that Walter Mzembi was being treated of cancer. Cancer is one of the actually problematic diseases these days, which is life-threatening, more than your HIV and AIDS. But the judiciary system of Zimbabwe, does it listen to such issues? It doesn't listen to such issues. In fact, those magistrates, they get orders from the joke, and the joke is actually controlled from the bedroom of Emerson Mnangagwa. So when I heard people talking of a deal, Mnangagwa might have promised this man a deal. He might have done so. Those reports might have been the truth, and a lot of people just went on fire. I think, to me, I said, if indeed Walter Mzembi had a deal with Emerson Mnangagwa, that is not a man to make a deal with, especially if he believes you have crossed his lines. That is not a man to actually strike a deal with. I can attest to you, if a man like Professor Jonathan Moyo, because in that report they were going ahead, others would be watching how Mnangagwa will treat Dr. Walter Mzembi, and individuals such as Professor Jonathan Moyo, they are looking forward to jet back to the country. The thing is, Mnangagwa is not so smart. If he was so smart, because he still wants the blood of Professor Jonathan Moyo. He's still looking for Xavier Kasukwere. He's still looking for these people. If he can get a chance to punish them, definitely he will punish them. So he is not, you will see some struggling, trying to deceive us that Mnangagwa is a good man. Where has he been a good man? In ZANU-PF, they know him. That is why he is the president. In the last elections, they say he received less than 30-something%. It was embarrassing, pathetic. The structures of ZANU-PF did not vote for Emerson Mnangagwa. Let me gossip. MPs were getting lesser. We're getting higher votes than Emerson Mnangagwa. The councillors. This goes to underscore the fact that even in ZANU-PF, they know that Emerson Mnangagwa is a liability. Those who love him, they are just pretending because he possesses power. It's a way of trying to survive. But otherwise, I think what he is doing to Dr. Walter Mzembi was expected, especially by an individual like me. It was predicted. I think you can strike deals, maybe because I don't know much about in terms of retired General Chiwenga, but also, I don't trust him, but maybe deals, he can make deals, but definitely when it comes to Mnangagwa, and also when it comes to individuals like Senyat, I don't totally trust these individuals. Looking at the statements they have put on public domain. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. I hope the network is actually doing well because I see people connecting and going. If it's poor quality, please do forgive me. It's my service provider with this Wi-Fi. I've written numerous emails and I'm bound by the contract. I don't know what to do, but definitely I will act to sort this if it is an issue of network. So you can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can also financially support us by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also, please don't forget to follow my other channel, that is Hlonipani Digital Music. More programs and an album. I've laid hold of my album. It is at my hand. It's quite an interesting one. I will be releasing it very, very soon. Next month, definitely. It won't end without it being on this platform. And I'm counting on you to support it, sharing it, share it like the way you do with political stories. Thank you.